Okay guys, so I was going to do a little Panantukan solo training on the bag today and give you some ideas if you have a heavy bag to hit. But what I want to work on here, what I want to show you is this idea that we use that comes from the weaponry movement, this inward and backhand motion. So if I have like a stick or a blade, a lot of times, right, it looks like an X. We use the X as that reference, right? So if I'm doing like say an inward and a backhand and an inward and a backhand, right, this would be the motion. Now the thing is that when we translate that to empty hand, what ends up happening is people try to get their arm to emulate that same angle as if my arm were the end of the blade or the stick, right? But that's not really, even when we're striking with the stick, we're not necessarily contorting, basically I'm almost putting myself into a shoulder lock here, right? I'm not coming at it like this, right? It's more from this almost vertical strike, if you will, right? It's way more, it's going to feel better on your hand, on your arm for one, right? But it's way more powerful. And keeping in mind that, again, when I have a weapon, okay, I have this extension from this angle that goes out. Well, now I'm using this part of my, this is the full extension, is my hand. So it's not the exact same movement, if you will, all right? It comes from that movement, it comes from that angle. But when we say inward and backhand with our hammer fist, inward backhand with our hammer fist, okay, we want it to look more like that, where basically if like I'm in a guard here, I can just pop it like this, right? Hit with the hammer fist. Now the other thing to think about is that the target is not always the head. And so it's not the same, again, if we use the head as the target when we're using, say, the stick, okay, that's hitting that would be hitting me on this side of the head, the neck, right, wherever, but we usually call this the angle 1 side, that inward strike, that diagonal strike, and then angle 2 side. Well, it's not necessarily coming at it that target. Sometimes the target is the limb, right? I might be getting up, maybe they're punching me with the left, I might move into the side and I'm hammering into their bicep, and then I'm doing a quick backhand to their face, here like that, right? So it's not always the head, and it's not always coming at it this way. I could be going downward right onto the bridge of the nose here, right? And my inward strike is almost more out in front of me, and my backhand strike hits like this, right? So again, because the reason I want to bring that up is that how I like to train this on the heavy bag. Now you can do this, right? That sort of hammer fist, that's definitely fine. You can work it that way. I like to do something different where I'm either my forearm or I'm skimming it right here, where I'm slashing kind of down onto the back here like this, right? So I go 1, 2, and that allows me to do two things, but one more importantly is it allows me to bounce off that target. But I could also be considering that could be front of the face here. I'm going right across the bridge of the nose, and then I'm hammering the face here like this, right? If I do the left side, 1, 2, same kind of thing. Inward backhand, inward backhand. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so this is just my suggestion, and you got to play with that. But I can kind of bounce off that bag and get a quicker 1, 2, because that's usually what it is. We want it to be fast. All right. So there's the first part of that. It's just getting the feel, and also again considering that your targets. This could be his arm, and then I'm hammering the face here like that, right? So I could just again using the bag to make contact, right? But if I wish I had one of those guys, they make those dummies now, the bob dummy with the arms. That would be great. I could demonstrate that a little bit better for you. But so here's a little sequence that I was working on earlier using that motion. Okay, and so what I was building this off of is what we call a vertical gunting. So this would be off, say, a left punch to my face, and I'm basically like moving off the line and getting this guard position. Then I'm coming in with my hammer fist here, right on their bicep. Right? Bam! And then I'm hammering right to the face right away. So notice again, this is almost vertical to horizontal. It's not, again, a perfect X. So I'm going inward, backhand. Now after that backhand, what I'm doing is a forearm kind of clothesline, we call it, right? So I'm cutting across with the forearm right at the face and grabbing. So I'm going here and grabbing and pulling into the right elbow, and then one more back fist with my right hand. Okay, and then you can go into any kind of follow-up. So the way to train this on the bag, right, is I'm going 1, 2, here. Now I'm stepping my right foot out and I'm pulling, hitting with the forearm, then I pull into my right elbow, okay? And then now I either sometimes push or I push back, and now I can put myself into palm strikes, punches, or finish up with elbow strikes. Okay, so again, here's the sequence, right? 1, 2, forearm, elbow, back fist, and then, right, I like to hit with the elbows there, okay? Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the other thing I can do is use this. If I'm hammering here, I'm grabbing the back of the head and I'm pulling him into a knee, okay? And then I can step down into my follow-up using my elbows. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm grabbing with the knee, hit with the elbows, and grab again with the knee, or grab for the knee. So again, on this angle, 1, 2, 3, 4, pull, and then follow up with my elbows. Want to make sure I'm always guarding, right, when I'm throwing my elbows, elbow, always got the other hand up. All right, so there's one concept. Now, of course, you can do the other way around. I can go 1, 2, 3, okay, throw in the elbow, knee, and then play it like that. So I'm going off to my left this time, hammer fist, back fist, clothesline, right? Get a feel, by the way. Like, you might want to just kind of get a feel for that, temper that a little bit, get used to that, because if you slam this, sometimes it's uncomfortable, right? But then again, we are trained striking, so there's a level of discomfort that you're going to have to get used to. So see it? 1, 2, forearm, grab, elbow, backhand, or excuse me, elbow, backhand, and then follow up. Or after I pull into that elbow, I grab into my knee, and then I'll follow up with whatever. Okay, so last time with the right side, 1, 1, 2, boom, 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 and then I follow up. Okay, left side, 1, 2, boom, elbow, back, and then I go and grab and work the knee. Okay, so anyways, there's some ideas for you guys to work the Panantukan, the Kali empty hand, whatever you want to call it, on the heavy bag, but working this hammer fist, this inward backhand motion. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.